And you are coming in here, and you can never see any way you like except this broken chair is mine. You take, just come on in to look. That's what I mean. He was sitting over here, so yeah, it does. And he definitely dropped his headphones, but he was only on that chair. So unless he dropped it walking out or in, no, I mean, he wouldn't have been over there. It's just like he sat here and then came out and then he came back in again because he dropped his headphones. I'm seeing anything, do you?
No.
I'm going to talk while I'm looking, okay? Otherwise I'm just wasting too much of your time. So basically, just so you know, what we're going to be doing here today is hopefully sort of fun for you, which is I'm going to be talking about the NTV app and really looking to get your ideas for what they should be doing to the app in the future. Like they start all over again from the beginning. It doesn't matter to me if you use the app or not. It's no difference whatsoever. You know, you're just people who use iPads and you know how iPads and apps and stuff. So that's really all yeah. Just tell him also that, you know, if it comes up in Lost and Found, we'll let him know, like, if someone's handed it into your, if you let me know, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah.
Right, so,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, thank you. So, and first of all, you are iPad people, right?
Yeah.
Good. At least that right.
Yes, we were told to bring our.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, we probably won't use them, but it's good to have them just in case you want to look at your iPad for something, it can sometimes help. So we're going to get
I tried to use it outside the office, but like I couldn't.
Yeah, no, I know. And if you need to, I have a Wi-Fi system you can connect to. As I said, mostly people don't have to, but sometimes if they want to look something up, I can give you the Wi-Fi then. Okay? So we're going to get right into it with this. I want you to imagine for me a little game here. I want you to imagine that you are now in charge of totally redesigning the iPad app for MTV. Okay? You work for MTV and you are their lead app designers. And it's definitely the iPad app here, not the iPhone app you're working with, okay? Sometimes people have different feelings about what they should do, so just so you're focused on that. And what we're going to do first of all is I'm going to ask you for all the different, like, content, tools, features, you know, whatever you want to think of it, that this iPad app should offer. Now, these might not be things that you actually would use yourself, but you just think the MTV app should have these. It's just something it should have, okay? And so they could be, and one of the ways to think about this is, you know, I want you to think about all the basic stuff as well. So, you know, sometimes people say, oh, I just assumed you would have that. And I'm like, no, if you don't tell me, then it's not on there. So it should be the basic stuff, but also it could be really out there ideas. If it's an idea that you think MTV should consider for that app, regardless of whether you would use it, I'm interested. All right, so it's as easy as that. So, just to begin, tell me one thing their app, their iPad, should definitely have on. I'm just going to write the ideas down up here. I'm not going to question any of them to begin with. I'm just interested in anything. So tell me one thing the MTV app should definitely do. Or have, or allow, or, you know, whatever.
I was going to say playlist.
Playlist, correct. Good idea. Thank you for that. Something else?
Well, we're assuming every show that's running on MTV is going to be on there.
Should that? Well, that's up to you. You're deciding. Yeah. Should it be?
Yeah, because I'm just thinking of HBO.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. Think about what they do well and just transfer it.
I enjoy using their app a lot. They have like every show that's running, but they manage to have all the episodes as opposed to just the one that was this week or last week, like the whole season.
Correct.
And previous season.
So what I'm putting that is like all shows go on all episodes.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Maybe by using the app, you get earlier showings, or you'd be able to watch things live, like
early premieres and stuff.
Yeah, early premieres, or just like watching it live on the app, which would like encourage people to use the app.
Yep, great idea. So just so I understand the live idea, there's two things you could mean by that, and both are good, but I don't know which one you mean. You could either mean that A, there should be a live feed of what's actually on TV, or B, you could mean, okay, so the latest Teen Wolf is on right now, so we're also uploading right now the latest Teen Wolf.
The second one,
The
I mean, both are good.
But you mean the second one? Yeah. Okay, so it's really like no delay episodes, right?
Yeah.
Cool, that's a great idea. Thank you. And I also had the other one, some even early premieres. Right? Some apps do actually. Someone will give it to you a day before.
I was going to say another thing I was just thinking about, like older shows. I really enjoyed older shows. That was RMNC maybe like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Having those episodes on.
It's a great idea. Any particular old shows that you? I mean,
my favorite show used to be actually True Life. I don't know if they have it anymore.
Yeah. So even if it's on, you'd like to see way old episodes of True Life.
Yeah. As opposed to like searching on YouTube.
Yeah.
See from the MTV.
It's a great idea. I love that. Thank you. Good. What else?
What
else should the MTV iPad app do?
do you think?
Maybe they should have, since it's music television, some kind of music stream.
Yeah. Like just an audio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Pandora's.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah. What else do they should have? Given this is MTV's iPad. And again, it doesn't matter if you would use it or not, right? It's just right now the question is they should have it.
Maybe like some extras.
Yeah.
I know they show them sometimes like interviews with with the people from the reality shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Testimonials, updates.
Interviews, yeah. Let's stop interviews with double V.
Director's cuts, certain.
I love that. So episodes that ran too long and they had to cut what they would have been. So I think, yeah.
Oh, that would like the award shows from the previous years. I think that'd be cool to see.
Oh, like all the
award
shows.
shows. The award shows would be cool. Yeah.
Like older ones would be cool to see now.
Maybe even being, I don't know if they already have this, but maybe being able to like sort through their different videos by what is won awards.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. So it's almost like having an award-winning category or something.
Yeah. Like what won this award, and then it'll give you all videos that they have, all shows that they have, all like under that.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you. Is there anything else you think you should be able to sort their database of shows by? Because that's one thing, right? Filtering by everyone an award for something. What else do you think you should be able to filter it by?
Maybe like a reality.
So that's like categories. Yeah.
I guess just something.
Great, thank you. Anything else that jumps out? I know I'm going to suggest a few things, but I'm always interested first what jumps out at people. Anything else that the app should definitely do? I know it's funny when you walk in, I'm sort of like, okay, give me ideas. Go.
Yeah. I think I'm shooting them.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to suggest some, but please don't just say yes because I'm saying it. If you think no, they shouldn't do that, just say nope, that should not be on the app. And again, it's not whether you would use it, it's just should they have it. So, for example, should they recommend shows to people?
I think that's fine. Yeah. Like recommending shows of similar like categories. Like okay, you watch. I don't know, like, this is a drama, so you recommend a drama of, like, a similar kind of...
Yeah, you like Jersey Shore, so you would like Blackfish sort of thing, or whatever. Okay, do you agree they should have that, recommended shows?
I'm just not sure how they would be.
Well, that would be my very next question, actually.
Should they come up as an ad, I guess, or, like, it's like, okay, you're watching X show, and then, maybe, I know how for a lot of videos now they well not on MTV, but they have like after X amount of minutes there's like a commercial break.
Yep.
Like one commercial, like for example YouTube videos, they have a commercial interrupting the video, and it would have a commercial for that recommended show.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's interesting. I like that.
Like.
In terms of how they decide what to recommend to you, there's basically two ways that apps do it. I wonder which you think MTV should do, or you can say both, by the way. One way is sort of the YouTube Netflix model, which is the app pays attention to what you watch and then recommends stuff based on what you watch, right? The other way is when you watch stuff, you favorite it or you like it or something, and then the app sees what you're favoriting and liking, and then makes recommendations based on that.
I think it should go based on what you've watched, because generally, like, there's some people who just don't really use the favorite.
Yes.
Like for example, I never favorite any videos. I just remember which ones I want to watch.
Yeah.
So, like, just get that subgroup of people.
Okay. Do you agree that that's the better way?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So you don't have to do
Because
anything.
the second one, it requires you to interact with it.
Yes.
The first one just does it for you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It just sort of says, okay, you really like this, so I'm going to tell you the new episode that is available now. So,
That's it.
yeah. Okay, cool. How about things like what's trending, what's popular on the app? Is that something you think the app should have as a feature?
Like,
Yeah.
Most viewed.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, I agree.
Like on the homepage, that'd be nice.
It would be something like that. Okay, so that moves to you.
You know, like most popular video this week.
Yep.
You know, just because the internet is very fast and like
Yes.
how stuff travels and like a video could become big within like just a few days.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's, and then 3 days later, it's not anymore. Like,
Yeah.
You know, it's,
So I like it should probably go by like in the past 3 days or something. Then after that, it's the past week. Then like past month. I mean, even though past month wouldn't really be very.
yeah.
Like,
But definitely some form of trending,
Yeah.
what's hot, what's cute, popular. Yeah, great. Anything else that occurs to you as you think about this that should be on the app? All right, that's already a lot actually. And when you're doing the next exercise, if stuff occurs to you, just tell me I'll go and add it onto the list, right? Because obviously there's no reason you can't tell me afterwards. So the second thing I'm going to have you do for me is this. I'm actually going to have you basically sort of draw the home screen of the iPad app for me. What I mean by this is, I want you to draw for me, this one's going to be messed up. I want you to draw for me what you think the first screen a user sees when they press NTV and it opens up. To be artists or anything like that. It's nothing to do with that. This is just about me understanding, like, which icons you put on there, which content you prioritize, and how you put it on the page. So again, don't stress out about, oh god, this is so ugly. You cross things out and change. I'll give you a couple of things so you can share the workload here. But I'm changing the rules slightly now. From now on, you should only put stuff on here that you want. Okay? So maybe maybe you put music streaming up there because you think other people would like it. If you don't want it, don't put it on there.
This is the
It's just the opening screen, yes. So a lot of stuff won't be on there.
what it would look like.
Exactly, right? What you think it should look like. And let's just do it, landscape like this. This is sort of whole iPads that way, right? So,
So if you want to move over here, and then
yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Perfect. And if you have questions, ask me. Otherwise, I'm going to not interrupt you. And
what do you say? Maybe like
Oh, we're doing one, right?
yeah.
yes, one exactly.
MTV logo here. Then we have like different like boxes with different boxes that are like TV screens with each like this would be like this box would be like awards. This one would be like hottest trending videos. This one would be just like going around this like drag logo.
I was thinking, in the middle maybe make like a big screen and like there'll be like season 3, episode 9 recap show, like the latest episode. It's like the most popular show would be right there. And like around it would be like all their other current shows, and then there'd be like tabs for everything on this. I don't know. Just what I see now. It's like having an award show is the thing is kind of weird. It's like, I feel like award shows are very niche.
Okay. Okay, you know what? How about wait?
I'm not very
No.
good with like.
No problem. About along the side, we have different like the latest episode of the different shows.
Yeah.
And then as a part of each box on like the top, there's like a drag thing.
Yeah.
Which you could you get like the earlier episodes.
Yeah.
And then there is then there'd be like this would just be the home screen.
Or just like
So
in general that show the boxes here.
yeah.
Another category boxes here. Whatever else the show. Yeah.
All right. So
I think we have to write.
as far as like designing this, could we just say like X show? Like, right?
Oh yeah, you don't have to actually show 2. No. You just put show 1, show 2, show 3. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to name stuff. There's another test of your knowledge of NTV schedule.
Okay.
I feel like over here, like a line, there'd be a tab of like music, awards, older shows.
These look like TVs.
Yeah, I just realized you were doing.
So these should just like look like TVs, kind of like stacked on each other, the different shows on. I think that like the logo, the MTV logo should be somewhere probably like in the center, just like, you know, like. Okay,
I think do like a line here.
yeah.
And then tabs of like old shows, music, awards.
So, old shows.
Yeah.
So you have like 2 minutes left to finish this off.
Great, so, music, wars, maybe like a search.
Let me ask you a question as you're doing this. Do you definitely want that amount of space given over to that logo?
I'm not sure.
I mean, like, it could be smaller, maybe like.
Because right now, when I look at it, it looks to me like that's taking up the center corner of my iPad almost.
I was thinking something.
Which I don't have any problem with. I don't care. I have to make sure that's what you mean.
Like on the right side, you could have like a music celebrities newsfeed or something.
Oh, and that's from newsfeed going down?
Yeah, just updating stuff when you open it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like Nicki Minaj did this. Or
Yeah.
Whoever else did that.
And it would be Nicki Minaj.
Wait, you
by the
said,
way.
Yeah, it would-
wait,
yeah,
you
it would
said music newsfeed?
Yeah, like over here, like this.
Yeah. Right.
Just like that, and it's like just Twitter trending topics nonstop, just updating.
Right.
And you could have like the journalists or the people that work at MTV updating.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's full
Tweeting,
newsfeed.
tweeting,
Yeah.
and just go.
Yeah. It's a good idea. I like that. Thank you.
Okay, oh, we got there.
I think there should be a thing here that just scrolls by itself like a slideshow showing.
Oh, yeah, I understand. So you scroll through.
Like there'll be
Just
5
put
slides.
Just put an arrow or something unique, so I don't know.
Alright, you draw because I don't really know.
And it'd be like first slide.
Yeah, exactly. Like just swipe.
Yeah.
Then,
Or it does it by itself every 5 seconds.
yeah. And what should be swiping between? Like what should, you know what I'm saying? What sort of images should be in there?
I don't even know.
But like even like what category of images like should be a picture of?
Oh, like what 5 images?
Yeah, what types of images would appear?
I'd say like new show, news, new artist of the week, something like that.
Yep.
relevant music.
Yeah, that's what you don't know. That was the answer. That was a perfect answer. Say, I don't know. So I guess you do just answer. All right, good. I'm going to have a couple of my colleagues actually join us in a moment, and they're going to be people who actually really do have a lot of responsibility for the MTV app and for design and everything, because you guys actually have some very interesting ideas here that I think I want to talk to you about. But I really like this. I really like this homepage design you come up with here. Just great. And then make some room. I don't know where they're going to sit when they come in. They normally like to steal the comfy chairs over there, so I'll just move that like that. Yeah, are you getting blinded by the sun? Yeah. Even over here, you might want to go, I think, maybe a bit more shaded. I think. It's up to you, obviously, but I think that might be the shaded spot in the room. And you're okay, because you give it back to me. Hey, how are you?
Good. Hey, Mel J. Adam. Great. Greg. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Adam, Greg.
Ryan.
Greg.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
So guys, just so you can see, I expect just to really exercise because of time here, but basically what we have in these sort of, I'm not sure how much you're into, but we have a playlist, we have all the shows with all the episodes, we have early premieres, we have no delay episodes, that is like, you know, it's uploaded at the same moment it's on TV. We have older shows like retro stuff from a few years back, music streaming, that's audio, extras like interview stuff, director's cuts of shows and stuff like that. Access to award shows and old award shows, the ability to sort by all sorts of things, including award winners and then genre and stuff. Recommended stuff, but recommended by the app learning versus you telling the app what to do. And then a most viewed popular, and then you can see for yourself what they did here with the home.
What is playlist?
Playlist, so if you don't want to watch all the shows at once, like stack them for later.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like a watch list.
Yeah.
So is that a situation where it's like a list that you would want to manage and like curate? Like,
Yeah. So once you watch it, it's off the list.
okay.
Or like watch later.
But you'd say, oh, I really like, say, Teen Wolf, for example, and that would show up there?
Like I guess you're going through the app. There's a lot of content. You pick this.
Oh, so
You can't watch it right now.
Okay.
You just like.
Would it be useful if, so beyond just hunting and packing and finding individual video, clips, would it be useful you say, oh, anything of this type or this show or?
I think it's actually better to do it like
Just
individually.
Gotcha.
Like this specific episode, I don't forget to watch it.
So a watch list, a list of things you
Yeah.
want to watch.
Yeah.
That you have deliberately chosen to watch
Yeah.
individually. Yeah.
Not like the whole show, but episode 9 of that season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And would you want that experience to be like, oh, I watch one and then walk away from it, or you watch one and it shows automatically the next one?
I think it's better to just walk away from it.
Okay.
Because then this way you have to go on and do it yourself.
Okay.
Or if you catch it on TV, you don't need to.
Maybe even having it automated to add to your your want to watch list. Like for example, when a new season of a show that you watch comes back, it would appear on your watch list. And also just like weekly episodes, and like then you could watch them on an the MTV app.
Sure. How do you guys normally like watch shows, whether it's on the site, on the app, or wherever? Like, or on DVR even? Like, do you watch just one episode at a time? Do you wait until a couple like collect up and then do multiple episodes?
It depends whether the show is older or not, or whether I'm just starting the show. If like the show is older and there are episodes out, I'll just watch like 5 episodes a day, or just watch a ton.
Binge it.
Yeah, pretty much. But if it's like if I'm up to date with the show, I'll just like watch them as they come out, the day they come out.
I guess as soon as possible when they come out?
Yeah,
Or,
as soon as possible. I actually suggested that you have basically like kind of like a live streaming on through the app. Like, okay, this new episode of this show is coming out at 9 p.m. If you're on the app at that time, you could watch it then. Or even just by having the app, you could maybe get like an early screening of the show, which would encourage people to like, you know, if someone is a diehard fan of this show, they'd definitely have the app then, because that would give them basically like a sneak peek at.
Sure.
And to be clear about the live streaming, tell me if I'm wrong, because this is what I mentioned before. I just want to make sure that I think what you meant with me earlier, but again, tell me I'm wrong, was not so much actually a live stream, but just that the show is available on the app at the same time as it's on air.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be an actual stream of what you'd see on TV.
It's just that it's, you know.
Yeah, you can start it like 10 minutes after the emergency.
Exactly, 1 minute after you start at the beginning, but it's loaded up the second it's up on.
Yeah.
And is that like what you were describing in terms of like the scenario, like if it's an older show, you'll binge watch on it. If it's a newer show, you would keep up to date.
I mean, a lot of shows don't really have any order. The reality show, I mean, like Catfish and show. I feel like there's no order to the shows. It doesn't matter what episode you're watching. So I mean, like you could just watch any episode.
Right, whenever, right?
Yeah.
But a scripted show like Teen Wolf, you're saying for the non sort of sequential show.
It doesn't matter.
What type of shows do you guys watch now?
And not just MTV, just in general, right?
Yeah.
Just in general, yeah.
I really enjoy Game of Thrones, obviously. Homeland.
So, by the way, I'm the only person who doesn't watch that, can I say? I'm sick of hearing about it. I just don't watch it. I'm just like, all right.
Eric Mendy.
Yeah.
Boardwalk Empire, too. And I watch a lot of travel film.
Travel film? So in the Travel Channel, that's mostly like what, like the Anthony Bourdain type
Yeah,
stuff?
just Anthony Bourdain and Anderson.
Like, oh, Anderson.
Yeah.
So it's like a little bit of like a lot of like really serious scripted stuff, and then some Travel Channel type stuff for the reality.
Game of Thrones. Yes. That is. It shouldn't. Breaking Bad ended, but I love that. The Walking Dead, even though I don't like that show that much, I'm already invested into it, so I might as well just keep on watching it.
So, like, Lost.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Oh, God damn it!
Yeah, like, Dexter, you know, that ended, but just, like, that's one of the shows which, you know, it's old and I started watching much right now.
So a lot of scripted.
Yeah,
reality?
yeah, I pretty much only watch scripted shows just because, yeah, I only really watch scripted.
Actually, I do watch Catfish and enjoy it.
Oh, yeah,
I think out of the reality shows,
Catfish also. No, it's not scripted, but yeah.
And what about things that like aren't on television, Netflix and stuff like that?
I just started watching House of Cards. And I really enjoyed that convention. It's the only thing I watch, except for House.
What was the other thing, sorry?
That
Yeah,
convention.
House of Cards. I started watching it.
If there was like an actual simulcast of what's on TV in the app, would you ever watch something like that? Just
what?
be like a simulcast, like the idea of a live stream, whatever's going on the
Like with
TV channel.
commercials and
Just
Yeah,
live.
yeah, like really lean back. Like I don't really care what to watch. I just want to go into the thing and
Just watch MTV.
like watching TV.
I feel like
Oh, yeah.
that'd be a little complicated. Like cable provider. I don't know.
Sure, but imagine you could.
But
Would you ever
I
go?
actually suggested exactly what you said. Well, that was basically you could just you turn on the app and you want to watch what exactly MTV is broadcasting, like if you're watching a TV at that moment. Yeah, that would be really cool. If you could get it to work.
You wouldn't.
Because you were saying something about
Because you have to have Wi-Fi, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And if usually the majority of the place where people use Wi-Fi is at home. So
Yeah,
you just watch it on TV as
so you
That is a good point.
watch of a quality internet connection?
Yeah. And if I'm in school in the library, I would watch MTV
Yeah.
live, like live with commercials and stuff.
So in most of not just MTV but a lot of the other cable companies, you have to like log in with your cable company. Do you guys know how to do that? How do you know how to do that? Like the account information and that stuff.
Oh, I guess I have option.
Okay, so you have your own cable and so you know the account information.
I don't know how it got to know this stuff.
You know what? A lot of apps, if you do it at home with your own Wi-Fi, like I use Uverse, I don't have to type anything in. It knows I'm Uverse, and so then it just authenticates. Yeah. Is that what happened with you? Like it's
No,
doing
not
it?
until you have to log in, even if you're on.
Oh, really? It doesn't.
But
This is so great.
yeah.
Sorry.
Is that the same your experience for you? Do you ever log in through a cable for these apps?
Yeah.
And you manage your own account, and so that's why you have that information? Or?
Yeah.
But is that like a huge hurdle for you guys?
It's kind of annoying, but it's fine.
How often do they kick you off and ask you to do it again?
I don't really know how to stick around.
Yeah.
I guess if you close the app, you know, if you like
Fully
double
close it.
click the home button and close the app, I think that's when you have to sign in.
Okay.
But I've been signing for like weeks at a time.
So it doesn't really disturb you that much.
No.
Do you keep the password written down, or?
It's one of like those passwords I use every 30 minutes.
What is that password? No.
Do you guys ever share?
We have about 5 minutes, guys. I'm sorry. So you remember?
Do you ever share content from an app or from the website?
What do you mean by share?
Like if there's like next to an episode of some Facebook account. Have you ever shared like your favorite episode?
No. I mean, I just don't really share anything in general on Facebook, just because.
You get judged for it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of shows on MTV are like, you know, it's like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, sure.
And like sometimes you don't want to admit that you watched. I mean, I don't honestly, but like 16 and pregnant, like you don't want to share that.
I really do. No one watches that.
Yeah.
Weird.
So like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to share that.
Sure.
Or like, I don't have a Facebook, but like, I wouldn't want people to know that I'm like a diehard Catfish fan.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that shows like, I think it's a great show, but
Yeah.
it's the point is just not.
But are there other things that you would share? Other things that you would be like happy to
I mean,
share?
funny videos. Sometimes people post music. I don't like it. It's like, I mean, to someone's wall, they would share it. Yeah, funny videos. Just because like a show is, I don't know. It just like if you're sharing an episode, it just seems like way too. I think of the word.
It's very long, right? It's like
It's a big time
Yeah.
commitment for something.
Yeah, like someone's not gonna like, oh, they see that on their Facebook newsfeed, they're gonna like stop. You know, like in general, they just like
It's like
skim
a
through.
45-minute thing. I guess
Yeah.
I'll watch that now.
Yeah, like it's like when someone's going through their Facebook wall, they're just like, I mean, not wall newsfeed. They're just skimming through, and it's like, okay, this is a 30-second video, this is a 2-minute video, and generally, it's gonna be like a funny video that they wanted to like share to their friends or something, or it's very, very rare that I see a more serious.
Well, how about like maybe you guys do or don't watch it, but say something like Awkward. There's a funny moment in Awkward, and someone shares that.
Yeah, that would be something.
That would be something. So if you clicked on that, and then you got thrown into the whatever the site or the app or what have you, like, and then it turned into the full episode, would that increase your like desire to watch the full episode, or you just be like, oh, I got the moment and now I'm out?
I don't watch awesome.
It's, I mean, Catfish. If there was like a funny moment in Catfish.
Catfish, it's not like news, you know. It's like uploading this episode of Catfish. It's not like letting everyone know this episode, because I'm assuming if you watch Catfish, you know, or if you watch MTV, you know. It's not like a breaking story where it's going to be on the news.
Oh my God,
and
this
you're
just
like, oh
happened.
man, I got it. I have to see this episode. It's just another episode,
Sure.
you know, so I'm not going to. I wouldn't go.
Timer.
Like one more question. Yeah, sure.
Do you?
I have one question with you.
I just I'm kind of curious about the popular or most viewed. Like, you're interested in sort of trending content, like what other people think might be interesting.
Yeah, just because the internet is very fast, like videos become big within like days.
But now let's say we are talking about this app. This app has a lot of our full episode content. That's not the kind of thing. Would you want to see that?
Yeah.
You would say like, oh, the latest episode of Teen Wolf is trending. That's interesting. Or
Even
more about
if I don't watch it, I'm like I don't watch Teen Wolf, but if it's
suddenly then you see a lot of people are okay.
Yeah, like what people are watching right now, what people like have been watching over the past,
And you don't find that creepy at all?
No.
Some people do, so it's just curious to hear. The only question I had following back up on the social stuff is like, what about the flip side of it, like following something? So you're a fan of Catfish, like following on Twitter from the app. Would you find that useful?
So when we were designing that on the right side, I was actually thinking just doing a live Twitter feed from like people that work at MTV or like celebrities updating like on current like kind of what TMZ does.
Sure.
Just doing that.
So tweets that are related to
To shows, to music, to celebrities.
Would this be tied to a single show or to any other?
Like I don't really know what
No.
MTV is like about now, but like I know before it used to be about music videos and that was like their thing. But now it's like a lot of stuff, so I guess it's like anyone that's related to MTV or music somehow.
Would you want that? Like, if the app is learning what you like and basing content choices on that, would you want it to do the same thing with the feeds? Like, if it knows, oh, he watches a lot of Catfish, I'm going to start prioritizing Catfish stuff on this feed. Is that what you want to do?
I use Instagram. I follow Neve on Instagram. Yeah, something like that. I don't follow him on Twitter, but maybe they'll get someone to follow him or like a journalist on MTV News.
Sure.
That's cool.
All right, we probably have to end it there. You guys good?
Yeah, great.
If you don't go away, I have to pay you to stay right here. Hey, Tanya, I know you're listening. Will you go and check at the reception? We have people there and tell them I'm probably out in 2 or 3 minutes. Thank you. All right, so first, would you guys check that that is what you were promised? And I hope it was. And then, assuming it was, I'm going to have you print your name, sign, date. It's the 18th today. All you're saying is that you were paid and you're not getting any more money no matter what. For MTV can take all your ideas, build the most successful app in the history of apps, and what you got was $100. And you're happy about it. Just think about this, right, before you start. That's what you say. But then you guys look great, by the way, seriously. I know it's weird sometimes to walk in and like immediately have this stuff thrown at you. And in fact, usually I do more of a warm-up with people because I have more time because we make you wait 20 minutes. I couldn't do that, so you guys in particular are that circumstance. Let me just say so. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And then I'm going to show you right back out. And do you have everything? Or, yeah, I should be right back for a couple minutes. Exactly. Great. So we're going to come right back out this way. I'll actually have to grab all things I leave. Yeah, what do I do with it? That's good. And then, yes, this will walk down here. This way. Alright, so I don't want to sign out and then next one, okay? Okay. Okay. Down here. And then we go right down here. And we are in this room here. You can just take a seat, wherever you like, except I'll sit on the room chair. Yay, me.
Check on this.
Thank you. Very quickly again, I'm Rob. Nice to meet you. Just so you know what we're doing here, basically I'm going to be talking to you about the MTV app. And specifically, I'm going to be getting ideas from you about what the app should look like in the future. And you iPhone people?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. You're iPhone people. Good. Thank you. I'm sorry I had people and iPhone people, but you're separated from each other because you apparently hate each other. And it's really as simple as that. I'm just going to be asking for lots of ideas. It's really that easy. It doesn't matter to me if you use the app already or not, and I don't want you to try and remember the app. It's nothing to do with that. It's just about what it should be in the future, really. Okay? So, first of all, would you mind quickly introducing yourselves? Maybe start with you. Just how about where you live, what you do? How about that?
Okay, Ashley. I live on the Upper West Side, and I'm a fashion designer.
Great. Very nice to meet you. So, now what I'm wearing.
Hi, my name's Shana. I also live Upper West Side. And I'm a part-time student, and I work part-time at Unicorn.
Nice to meet you. All right.
I'm Hannah. I am just graduated college and haven't started working yet, so I'm in this in-between zone. I'm getting married in 8 days.
Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. You're not the sister of someone who came yesterday by any chance, are you?
No.
No, someone came yesterday who's younger than you, had a big sister who's getting married in like a week.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh, all right, one's you, but it's not you. Okay, well, congratulations.
I am getting married,
But not the sister of someone who came married. Yeah, well, congratulations, that's very exciting.
thank you.
Real quickly, before we talk about MTV, let me just ask you about your iPhones. What are the main things you use them for? Like, when you think of your iPhone, what do you really use it for most of all? Texting, yeah. Texting.
Communicating, texting, calling, FaceTime.
Yeah.
Emailing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking pictures.
Yeah. So Instagram, yeah, you use Instagram as well.
Yes.
Do you use it? Are you an Instagram person?
Absolutely.
You are. Do you use Pinterest?
Yeah.
Yes, no, no. How about Twitter?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, no. I'll never remember this. And how about Facebook?
Yes.
Yes, but less and less.
Yeah.
Like every.
I'm starting to like Instagram.
What?
It's so stupid. I don't care about you anymore. It's like all people from high school.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
Yeah.
Instagram is just like to the point I want to just read so much. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Oh, I'm so offended. How about for you? Why are you moving towards Instagram away from Facebook?
It's like the same thing over and over. It's like from high school. I'm past high school already, so I'm in college, so I need better things to look at.
Yeah, I totally get that. Thank you. Good. Do you play games on your phone much?
Not really. I have one game on my phone.
The last game I played was Candy Crush.
You play that often?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play when I'm bored.
Do you play games much?
No, I like to read, so I always, if I have a book on hand, I will just have it.
Yeah. Do you read the book on the iPhone or do you read it in a book?
No, I'm a book person.
Thank you. You said just one game you play?
Yeah.
What game is that?
204E.
Oh, God. Yeah. Driving me nuts. Okay, good. Excellent. All right. And how about video? Do you watch video much on your iPhone, or is it a fairly unusual thing for you to do?
The only time I would use a video app, like I have Netflix on it,
Yeah,
is
exactly.
if like my computer isn't working, or only if I have Wi-Fi, I'll use it because it's like crazy data.
Yeah.
To watch something like that.
Yeah.
YouTube.
And YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Right. But it's only if nothing else is available, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally get that. Thank you. How about for YouTube? Do you watch video much on your phone, or not really very much?
I could agree with what Ashley's saying. I use Netflix a lot. And then I use
On the phone?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially if I'm on break, if I miss an episode, I'll go and watch that on my break and they have fun.
I was about to say, yeah, why can't they do? Okay, that's good. Cool. Thank you. How about for you? Do you
I actually watch Netflix quite a bit on my phone because obviously only with Wi-Fi, but especially if I'm in bed and I just want to watch like 30 minutes, it's nice like transitioning to sleep if you just have a little screen.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's less of a hassle, but I never really watch it on the go because it takes up too much time.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Okay. Good. Thank you. All right. Cool. So let's do this. I want you to imagine for me that you three are now the team responsible for developing the brand new MTV app for the iPhone, okay? And I want you to always focus on the iPhone. This is not the iPad one, this is the iPhone one, okay? Because maybe there'll be different things on one than the other, that's perfectly possible. And what we're going to do to begin with is I just want you to think about every type of content or feature or tool or however you want to think about it that you think this app, the MTV iPhone app, should offer. And, these can be really basic things, okay? Don't take anything for granted, like all the basic stuff on there as well, but it can also be things that you're not even sure MTV would ever do. But you think they should be on the app. It just makes sense for the app. One thing to be very clear about at the moment is these don't have to be things you would necessarily use yourself. All you're doing is, I'm sorry, you're probably blind about that side.
Yes.
Do you want to switch over to that side? I think that side is more shaded. I'm not trying to shade you as much as I can now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you have shades. Don't block the side. I'm not sure what the Are you okay? Are you getting blinded? Yeah, okay, if you want to move that, just tell me and I'll find a way to move you. So what I was saying, these don't have to be things you would use necessarily, just that you think the MTV app should have them. Maybe you use them, maybe you wouldn't, but either way, their app should definitely have them, okay? And when you think about this, think about the other apps that you use on your iPhone, the things they do well, because maybe MTV should copy some of those things, right? Maybe there's some apps that do things really well, MTV should do that. Also think about, what the MTV brand is like and how that can translate to an iPhone app. Think about, people like you, what you like to use your phone for, and whether there's anything the MTV app should do related to how you use your phone. It doesn't have to be, but what I'm saying to you is it could be anything, right? Did I make that clear enough?
Yeah.
Good. All right, cool. Remember to stop talking. So somebody's helped just one thing to begin with that, I'm just going to write a list, of everything you guys say, basically. Tell me one thing that the MTV app should definitely have on the iPhone. News. News, great, thank you. Someone tell me something else.
Music.
Music, yep. What else? TV. And I'll come back and talk more about some of these in a minute, but right now let's listen to anything you say. What else? What else would be iPhone, MTV app have on it?
Maybe where you can upload your own video response or somehow upload viewers, something.
Good. Yeah, like user generated, uploaded on YouTube or whatever, yeah. Great, thank you. What else? And remember, it doesn't have to be something you would necessarily use. The thing here is just their app should definitely have this.
A feed, some sort of, not Twitter-esque response to what's going on. So if you're reading the news or let's say MTV Awards are on, you can talk about it a forum or something.
Oh, okay. So I'm actually going to put that down as two different things. So one thing sounds like a feed of just what's going on.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was a forum to talk about whatever relates to MTV. Great, thank you.
Maybe news by TV show that you're into.
Yep. Show specific news. Yes. Just everyone. Anyway, never mind. So yeah, good. What else? Should have a search.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll put that on.
Events.
Events. Tell me what events means.
Concerts coming up, or artists that they focus on,
Or tours maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like band tours and artist tours and stuff.
Or new releases, when somebody's going to release a new album. Could be on a calendar.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. What else? And this is all about asking people ideas. What else do you think the app should have?
Merchandise.
Yep. So let me ask you about a couple of these things here. And by the way, you can suggest more anytime you want. Okay, just tell me and I'll add them on here. Let me talk first of all about TV. So TV is a very big category. What's in TV? What do we mean when we say they should have TV?
Different shows that's on that channel.
So shows that are currently on air, different shows that are on. Yeah, good, thank you. And okay, so they have a show, let's say they have a show like Teen Mom, for example, since that's the one you use as an example. What do they have related to Teen Mom? So okay, you press the Teen Mom button, what's there?
Maybe all of the episodes since the beginning.
Yep.
Because a lot of times if somebody's talking about a new show that I want to check out, I don't want to watch right from now. I want to start at the beginning. So.
Yeah, I feel like there's whenever the actual network offers full episodes, it's only like the 3 most recent.
Right.
Like, I don't understand why they don't have all of the episodes.
Yeah. Is that annoying sometimes? If it's only
Very annoying.
Okay, good. Alright, great. So that's one thing. So all episodes of the show. Anything else beyond that show area you'd expect to see?
Clips and previews.
Clips and reviews, yeah.
Also, maybe that we could connect that to news, like current news about the stars in the show, or if.
Yeah, so news about that specific show, if anything with the stars or.
Like trying to show that, like, oh, Swinton's pregnant again.
Okay.
Interviews with them.
Yeah. Excellent. What else?
Next episode.
Well, the next episode, yeah. And if, by the way, at any point you can tell me that's it for a show, I'm done, right?
Okay.
So in terms of the video player itself, I think that plays videos and you watch it, how do you think that should function? I mean, obviously it should have a play and a pause button, I get that. But apart from that, how should that operate? Like, should it have any special features or functions as part of that video player? And again, you should think about other video players you use and what you like that they do. And if there's nothing, if they're all the same, that's fine, that's the answer.
I kind of like when you have the option to watch all the commercials up front. I think it's Hulu that does that.
Yes, it is Hulu, yeah.
Yeah, and they say like, oh, you can watch a 3-minute video now, or have the commercials throughout. So maybe on the TV watching, that would be nice.
Okay. For you two, given the choice between having commercials interspersed with the show or watching a big block, right, just like what you just said, basically, you've got a big block up front, which would you go with? Why would you rather have a big block up front? Why would you rather watch it? I mean, that's 2.5 minutes. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, but just like do something else and let it play through.
Yeah, I mean, so thank you. How about you?
I gotta agree, because sometimes I don't like commercials. And sometimes I do, because I could do something else.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, sometimes I feel different moods.
Yeah.
Some days.
Yeah, but either way, you want them in a big block rather than
Yeah.
throughout. Okay, thank you. So thank you for saying that. What else about the video player? Because that's what we were talking about, right? What else? Any other special features or functions or ways that you want the video player to operate? Because that was a great example of how it deals with ads. What else do you think?
Okay.
Is it important to you for the video player to remember where you left off?
Yes.
If you leave an episode in the middle. Some do and some don't. Is that an important feature?
Yes.
Why is that so important?
But sometimes you don't want to watch the whole thing again.
Yes.
And then I have to like watch the commercial.
Yeah.
Do the commercials again, yeah. Yeah, totally. Okay, great, thank you. All right, how about news? It's one of the first things that somebody said and put right up there. First of all, are we talking about news? This is the iPhone, remember, right? Are you reading the news or are you watching the news? Whatever the news may be.
I think it should be like by headline, and you click on what you want, and then there could be like a video within the headline. Like once you click on it, then there's an article and then a video.
Got you. So it's basically text, and then once you go into it, it's text and video.
Yes.
Yeah, great, that makes sense. And what type of news? This is MTV's app here, right? Just to be clear. So what type of news do you think you should be putting in their app as you're designing it?
Just anything having pertaining to somebody from MTV, something like music, artists, just like pop culture.
Yeah, but only stuff that somehow relates to MTV people. So not, for example, you wouldn't want news about, I don't know, like something with Game of Thrones there, because that's not an MTV show.
Well, I think that's pop culture technically.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely, that's why I wanted to ask that. So it's broader than MTV, it's all pop culture, okay, right. And with music, I think you had said music, right? Or maybe I'm wrong, sorry. But what do you want the music to be? Like, is that for these videos, or is it streaming audio you're listening to on this app? What is this doing?
It could be both. Both audio phone looking at it. It just, some videos, like, I go on Google and it's like a 2-minute advertisement. Sometimes I don't like the advertisement. I just skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let you do that, yeah, okay. How about for you, if they have music on there, do you think this should be like some sort of streaming audio music, or do you think it's music videos, or like what's your perception on that?
I think more streaming music. I kind of envision like you could go through and think like, oh, I want to listen to Drake's mix or something, or like Rihanna's new mix that she puts out, or obviously maybe it's not her, but it's like you follow your favorite artist and what they're listening to could be cool.
Yeah.
Or you do something more Pandora-like where you put in who you are listening to and they like generate similar artists.
Yeah.
But I don't really, for me, at least for me, when I'm listening to music, I don't really want to watch. Like I just want to listen. So.
Okay. Yeah. And again, because we're talking about the phone here specifically as well. How about for you? What do you think?
I think that's a good idea. Like it's tailored to like artists that you like.
Yeah.
I personally don't really watch music videos anymore.
Not even on YouTube?
I just like don't really watch them unless they're viral.
Yeah.
Like maybe you could do like trending music videos.
Oh, that's important. We don't have like trending or popular on here.
Yeah.
That's something you think the app should have something about?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I don't know.
Like I'll only watch a music video if I hear about it. Otherwise, I'll just listen to the song.
Yeah. Okay. So for you, audio would be the thing to be putting on that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Let's move on to phase 2 of this game. Phase 2 is probably my favorite phase because you get to design the home screen of the app for me. And this is how it works. Yes, I love when people look at me and start laughing. This is how it works. Basically, this is the iPhone screen. Okay. So this is it. And what I want you to do is literally show me what you think the app should look like. You know, when you press the button, when you touch MTV, and up pops the app, what it should look like. Then this is a couple of things. I'm not looking for pretty pictures or anything nice or well designed or anything here. So particularly for you, don't spend all your time trying to design stuff. Okay, doesn't matter at all. What's interesting to me is how you organize things on the screen, what things are right here versus things you're going to bury somewhere else because you think that that's important. You know, what you put in the center of it, what menus you have. You can use any of these things here, you can use other IDs, you can ignore half this stuff. If you don't really want this on here, don't actually put it on this screen here now, okay? But you can use these IDs, it's entirely up to you. It's just one between the 3 of you, so you have to have some sort of compromise on this. I hope it's not too hard. I'll give you a bunch of pens. Is it pretty clear what I'm asking? And again, the thing I really want to know is don't worry about making it look pretty. If you cross out stuff, you cross out stuff. It doesn't matter, it's not really about that. Okay? All right, so I'm going to be right here for my questions, but otherwise I'm going to leave you 3 to it. So.
Okay.
Okay, the first thing I thought of, I'll just throw it out and we can throw it. Yes. You look at it and it's kind of blocked off. Like there's 2 things up here that take up like a third of the screen, maybe like trending videos and like news. And then down here are little buttons like music, whatever, TV, blah, blah, blah. And so this is more the things that's going to be changing a lot. It could be like rotating pictures.
That's what I was thinking.
And over here is more like just your normal music. And when you go into the music, it like has the things.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I like just everything to be clean.
Yeah.
Like I like the Spotify app because there's just like one button in the corner, and when you press it, then you have like the whole menu there. So you can just have like whatever page you're looking at is just the page you're looking at. So you're only seeing one thing, and then like you just click the corner, you can go to whatever other tab you want, like events and stuff.
Okay.
But I do like yours too.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the picture thing. We can have like different artists as like a little, not like a little slideshow, but like different types of pictures, that type of thing.
I actually think your idea is better, like you guys, because I feel like if I go into the app and I'm just like bored, like if I see like changing pictures or like trending things, like things popping up, and I'll just like spend more time on the app, like just let's whatever.
Especially for new people if they are looking at it for the first time, like something that's like, you know, scandalous or.
I'll be right back. Just so you know, you only have 4 minutes or so to do this, so you're going to need to
Okay.
start drawing pretty soon. But I love the conversation.
Okay.
And like on the top somewhere, it should be like in bold, like colored or something, like MTV to get their attention, type of thing.
You think on the home screen?
Somewhere, so they know that this is MTV and it's new and fresh, type of thing. Just don't know what to put.
Well, what if we did some sort of like logo right here in between the two?
Yeah, we could do that too.
I kind of feel like if you open an app, you know what app you're in, but maybe we should put some sort of MTV thing and then, I don't know, I like that.
Yeah.
Go for it. You're the artist.
Nice,
Go
delegate,
right, go
delegate.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll have maybe just like 6 buttons with kind of the main. So up here, what we're gonna have news and what are kind of our big. This is gonna have a picture and say like.
I guess like headlines and stuff.
Yeah. Headlines, and this is rotating.
Yeah.
And then what about over here? Headlines and like news. Is that different from news?
I guess like trending.
Yeah.
So I think that's different. I think that's different things. Whatever people are talking about.
This is also rotating pictures. Okay, so then what goes on the major? What are the major things we want to highlight? We definitely need music and TV. Yeah. Okay, what else? I can't read. To your head.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to, this is the neat version. What you had was news, music, TV shows, all episodes, clips, previews, news about show, interviews, whatever episodes again, I wonder why. Uploading your own videos, feeds about, and again, these don't all have to be on this main screen because your iPhone is not that big, but feed, a news feed about entertainment events, forums, show-specific news, search, events, merchandise. This is just a note about all commercials should be upfront in a blog. The video remembers where you last were, and then trending stuff. I was looking at that.
Okay, maybe events.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That'd be fine.
What other ones are important to us?
Yeah,
That's all. That's right.
and of course you could decide really you really want to that. I mean, I know you drew 6
Yeah.
stock. You can change your mind. It's all right. Just cross them off, and I'll know what you did.
But then like where would you put the other stuff?
So maybe we put like more, do events here, and then cross out these two, and that way it's still clean, like it doesn't have every button, but it's like the main ones go here.
Yeah, I think more of
Yeah, okay, so we'll do this. And then more, and then we'll get rid of these
Yeah,
guys.
those should never wear that. Good. I love this. So I'm actually going to stick it on the wall. But tell me a little bit about, what your sort of aesthetic motivations were here. What you were looking to achieve with this particular design that was important to you.
I don't like clutter. I like it so very clean. So it's not just like everything hitting you in the face at once. You just click what you want.
Yeah, okay, so it's clean, you definitely I see that. Cool, and the same question for you two as well, for Hannah and Chanel. What are you looking for in the design? What's important about it?
I would agree, like I like when things are clean, but I also hate when you have to really search for what you're looking for. Like you have to like dig down deep into an app to really find just like the basics. So I think that's why we put kind of our most important things up front. And Chanel talked about how she like pictures should like grab her.
Yes.
And so
Which I think actually for most people that's actually the case on Pictures are key.
And with trending, like if you see something, it might trigger your memory, like, oh yeah, like I talked about that video, I'm gonna watch it, like that show.
So this is headlines and this is trending, right? And in these two sections, you're using images to demonstrate the headlines and images to demonstrate the trending. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that trending, what's the difference between headlines and trending? That's what I mean, I guess. So I get what headlines is. What's trending if it's not headlines?
There could be tons of headlines, but trending is what everybody's really talking about. So, because what everybody cares, what the majority of people care about isn't necessarily what you care about. So you could read everything that's going on one side and then read what's popular on the other side, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I totally
It's
see
kind of
that.
hard to articulate.
No, you actually articulate very well, which is like, so this stuff here is not necessarily headline news at all. It just so happens that's what people are talking about at the moment. Yeah, okay.
It could be about the episode, it could be about what they wore.
Oh, so are you seeing the trending then as being more MTV specific stuff? Because this over here you made it very clear, it's sort of like pop culture news, right? This over here, is this pop culture trending or is this?
Just the app, it's
Yeah.
not a news app.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about Ukraine or Gaza, we're talking about like Kim Kardashian's new wedding dress or whatever.
Right, okay. But it is that as opposed to talking about the latest episode of Awkward or the latest episode of Catfish or Teen Mom or Ridiculousness or whatever other shows they have. Because that's the other thing trending could
If
be.
it's trending, yeah, I think I would put stuff like that more in headlines. Like it could be broad in pop culture, but also with a focus on MTV shows or celebrities. Like just like stick a couple like Catfish headlines in there.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha, okay, great, thank you. If I press TV here, right? What do I see on the next screen?
We will see a bunch of episodes of Catfish and normal shows.
So do I go right to all the episodes, or do I go, is that like on the very next screen, am I seeing a list of episodes of every show they have? Is that how it is?
Maybe with like a picture with the name,
Yeah.
not like a whole bunch of list of names. Maybe with a picture.
Yeah, definitely pictures. Like alphabetically, like
By show?
yeah.
Okay, great. And then let's say I press on one of the shows. What do I see then? I don't know which show you know best, but you know.
So I really like how, I think it's ABC maybe, or NBC that has it, where it's like, they have these panels of the different shows, and when you click it, then it goes into, it has like a bigger picture, and then all the seasons. It's kind of like on a computer where you're like getting deeper and deeper. So then you click season 1, and it has all the episodes with like a 1-sentence caption.
Yeah, it's great, love it, thank you very much. Cool, if I press music there, what do I see next?
I didn't say like maybe like the same thing, but that's a lot of artists.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of thousands of millions, probably actually, I don't know. But there's a lot of, yes, you're rational, I take your point, there'll be a lot of.
Maybe like top 40.
Like, is this
It's kind of
right?
hard. There's like a lot of.
Yeah, and it's really all about how you think it should be organized, really, is what it comes down to.
Go into like categories like hip hop, R&B, pop, maybe like
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
And what am I drilling down eventually to reach? What am I getting here eventually? So, right, so I go in and I'm like, all right, good, hip hop. Then what? Because there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hip hop artists, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you get to start
Seems like a big
your
headache.
own radio.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so you have a hip hop radio station instead?
Maybe because it would be impossible to catalog all the hip hop artists. So maybe but maybe you get into like 4 different types of hip hop, like have no idea what types of hip hops are, like reggae, hip hop, techno, hip hop, and then you start those radios, and those come like, I don't know, it's more like a Pandora situation.
Maybe like an option to discover new music, and then there's like questions that they ask you.
Yep.
To tailor it to you.
Okay.
That's like my main thing, like discovering new music.
Yeah.
Like I love how on Spotify you can make a playlist from a playlist.
Yep.
So it just takes like all of your artists and just makes it. I don't know. That's just like one option.
Yeah, no, I like these options. Okay, cool. I'm going to have a couple of colleagues of mine join me here in a minute. These are people who are much more responsible for the MTV app than I am, because I have no responsibility for it whatsoever. But I'm sure you guys have a lot of interesting ideas here, and I think they're probably going to want to talk to you about some of them and explore some of those with you.
I just thought of an idea. What if in music it
Yeah.
connected to your iTunes, like the music already on your phone, and then said, "Oh, we see you like X, Y, and Z. What about this person?"
Yeah, so it
You
looks,
know?
yeah, it looks at what you downloaded and then says, oh,
Yeah.
you're going to love this other person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I like that, actually.
That's
Yeah,
a good
okay. Good. I'll write that one down. All right, good. Thank you. As I was saying, we have some colleagues coming in here and will join us and talk about some of these ideas. Let's see. And events is our calendar, right? We already talked about that. And then more all these other things that you put in there. Yeah, okay. Great. Good. How are you?
Good.
Ashley.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Hannah, nice to meet you.
Chanel.
Chanel, nice to meet you.
Oh, God! Gee, I get the swivelly chair. Oh,
Really, that's your question. Absolutely. Sure.
yeah, exactly. Chanel, Hannah, Ashley.
Hi.
Hi.
I got that right.
Yes.
Okay, good. So guys, just so you know what we have over here. I didn't get to the flow charts. We had so much to say earlier, so it was all interesting to me. In terms of what they came up with, news was interesting. The very first thing they talked about, which was like headlines and also put video and text in there. Music, which was mostly audio feed, TV shows, all the episodes, plus news about the show and interviews and clips and previews. Ability to upload your own videos. Feed about entertainment events, a forum to discuss different shows, by show I think show-specific news, search events, which is tours, concerts, whatever. Merchandise, you can sell them stuff. Yay! They want all the commercials up front in the blog. They said that spontaneously, just so you know, they don't want to listen to the thing. Video remembers where you are, and then a trending section, and then this is their design for the iPhone, which is who these young ladies are. Top here is sort of like pop culture headlines. Top here is pop culture trending, not just MTV in either one of them, but they assumed you would put MTV stuff in there. And the big links they have are music, TV, and events. Everything else they would bury on them all.
Wow.
All right, so that's where we were. Sorry.
The trending down here is the same as the trending there, or is trending stuff that's trending on the MTV site, or is it globally trending?
I don't remember what that was.
Well, you know what? What do you want it to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want it to be? What do you think it should be?
What, in the corner?
Just trending. When they have trending on the app, what should it be? Yeah.
I guess just like directly from Twitter.
But if people are talking about.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, though,
But
right?
pop culture. Yeah.
True, so how would you like filter what's...
Oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah,
I just want to know, it's not specifically like what's trending on the MTV site, like which of our shows is trending. It's a broader thing.
Yeah.
Everything. What about upload a video? What would that be? What would you upload?
I thought maybe you watch an episode and you are given like, oh, upload a 5-second response video and then people can rate it, or maybe you publish like the most watched response of the week to something. Some way to just engage.
You like give it away so you can share it in other places? Or just on MTV side?
Definitely share. People love to share.
Do you guys share content? No?
Never.
Never? No. But you really think we should put sharing in there?
Because you always see people like,
Somebody does.
sharing.
A lot of people make like video responses on YouTube. I always wonder like,
Yeah, but it's not. But that's another question. So for all this content, like you watch these MTV content, do you want the ability to share? Would you ever?
Like share my own thoughts or like
No,
share it on
share it on
Facebook.
something else, yeah. To ever actually like reel it, like it's all, you see it on every site, right? Like there's always these little buttons, but again, like.
I feel like I used to do that, and now I just